And we're rolling up and down the fingers. Whoa. Ran into a cat. And down to the palm. And the pads of the pinky. And the thumb. A little sideshow here. And down to the wrist. And up to the knuckles. And back to the fingers, index finger and thumb. Middle finger. Ring. And pinky. The head. Index. Middle. Ring. And pinky. Let's go right back. Switch. 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 Hinge at the waist and go through the legs. Switch. 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 And drop the ball to the floor. So set the feet feel. Step the ball right in the middle of the foot and press down 3 times. Up to the knuckles, once on each. Roll across the knuckles. Roll across the top of the heel. Press just below the first knuckle. At the side of the top of the heel. And in the middle of the 5th metatarsal. Roll down the bones. And screw. Three, 2, 1, release. Reassess. And repeat on the other foot. Up to the knuckles. Roll across. Roll across the top of the heel. Press in the 3 spots. Roll down the bones. And screw. Three, 2, 1, release. Get the ball out of the way. And reassess. Let's do some good mornings. And one more. like the tree. Three, two, one, center. Just the way swing the arms. And center with some motion wave breathing. Fingers and thumb at the base of the spine. Step out together and start. Enter, gather from the other side. And let's take some steps forward. And then elbow towards the opposite knee. And then tap the opposite heel in front. And then behind. And then a cross step with a twist and a punch. And then walk, march, or jog. So it's Monday. I'm going to do back pushes, big four, with or without weights. And lots of squats in that. We'll do those. But anything else is fair game, including exactly what you're doing. As long as you're safe. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. But whatever you do, be safe, and you'll have some rolling in there for class. Yeah, that's great. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2. 10, 20, and 30. Take 2 deep breaths. Interlace the fingers, raise the hands up. Come up on your toes if you can. And back down, bend back if you can. Back to center, drop one hand, or reach over towards that hand. Go the other way. And come back to center, interlace the fingers above the head, bring them down to the chest, and push out. Come on down, interlace the fingers behind the back. Raise the hands up. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Go up a little higher. Come on back down and shrug. Fingers on the shoulders. Rotate the elbows forward. And backwards. Extend the arms, tap the shoulders. Form the W, squeeze the shoulder blades together and fold. Release. Squeeze. Release. Squeeze. Release one hand across the body, pressing in at or above the elbow. And then the other. And then one hand behind the back, pressing down and in. Then the other. Grab both elbows, rock side to side. Yeah, and come on down and rotate the neck. Go the other way. Nod. And go ear to shoulder. Come on up and look up. Look down. Over one shoulder. And then the other. Do a side lunge. Go the other way. Come on up. Bring the feet about hip width apart, hinge at the waist, bend the knees slightly. Keep the back straight as you can as you hinge. And stretch the hamstrings. Come on up. Now for the calf stretch, you can either bring 1 foot forward, 1 foot back and press the heel back, or if you need to, just go against the wall. And hold on to the wall. Or you can hold on to the stick too. Pressing the heel into the ground. And go the other way. And come on up and let's grab that stick. I think we're back at Booyah stick. We'll do some flip flops. And then some big circles out. And in. And then laterally. And the other way. And then bring the stick behind the back into the quick of the elbows and twist it towards. And if you can, lean back, otherwise keep twisting. Go on up. Look in the chin, pack like a pigeon. Bring the stick up to the shoulders. Twist the body, keep the hips and head facing forward. And then bring the stick up overhead, down below the waist, go up again, and down if you can. And then bring it up to the shoulders and push out. Bring it to one side, and it's at or near the top, and swing behind. Other side, same thing. And then bring it to the middle. Hold on with 2 hands, 1 hand, finger or 2 step back. And come on up on your toes for the count of 15. Three, two, one, and back on your heels for 15. And bring the stick to the side. Put all the weight on one foot, bring your toes to the ground on the other. If you can, lift the stick. Otherwise, keep it there. Can lift the foot, move it around. I got somebody already moving that stick. Yes, if you can, move the stick. Three, two, one. And down. Other side. Start with the toes. Put the stick. Put it around. Put the stick around. Three, two, one, and down. Okay. Time for Mr. Bush's routine. Grab something. If you're going to hold something in your hands, grab whatever it is. Could be some water bottles. Doesn't have to be anything. 4 moves as usual. Starting with the squat. Raise around the clock, either outside or through the middle. And the press. We're going to do 10 on each. We're going to move the squat around in the sequence. We're going to do 3 rounds, and we're going to pick up speed each time. But we'll start with the squats at the beginning, and here we go. 1, 2. And nice breath. And raises. Around the clock. Breath. And presses. Okay, come on down and take a few breaths. We're going to move the squat in the number 2 position. We're going to start with the raises. And 3, 2, 1. Breath. Squats. Yes, I'm gonna go through the middle. But do whatever works for you. All right. And presses. Come back down. And this time the squats go to number 3 position. But we're going a little faster. Are you ready? And 3, 2, 1. Round the clock. Breath. Squats. And presses. And 10. Excellent. All right. We got a little time, so I'm going to do a different balance exercise today, but why don't you be next to a wall or in front of a chair or a counter or something that you can hold on to in case you lose your balance. What we're going to do is work on that inner ear, which is one of the 3 main components of balance, and start with your feet, hip width apart, normal stationary stance, but close your eyes. And again, or you could have a pole in your hand. Just make sure if you lose your balance, you're able to hold on to something. And just turn your head to the right and then turn it left. Right, left, do it at various different speeds and see how you feel. And if you're relatively steady, you might want to make it a little bit more difficult by shifting your stance. Maybe your feet come close together, one in front of the other. A bit more of a challenge. I did that. Now I'm switching. The other foot is in front. Let's go back and forth. And that's it. Very simple, but takes the sight component out of balance and makes you train those inner ears. So you might want to try that from time to time. Just make sure you hear something that you can hold on to. All right, so today's breath we're going to expand on last week. We're going to do a double inhale and then that sigh of an exhale completely out. So it's looks like this. If you need to, sit down. If you feel at all lightheaded, but you want to fully expand with 2 breaths, and then we'll do 8 again. Here we go. And rub those hands together. Cultivating chi. And forming that chi ball. And centering. 2 breaths. And let us open our heart. Pause. And exhale to center that. And center and take 2 breaths. And bring down chi from above. And gather from below. And,
Thanks, Tom.
okay, Mira, take care.
You too.
Enjoy this sunny day.
Yep, very nice day.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, finally. See ya.
All right, see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, Tom.
All right, Bill. Jeff and Richard, we're gonna do some rolling. Let's just get the roller. Let's get the balls today. Nah, let's get the balls. There's one thing I want to do. Get the ball. All right. Gonna do upper arms and shoulders. So let's start with the ball up there. We'll just put the ball on the traps as we lie down. Put pieces back here and roll around and try to find a 10 spot, which is probably not too hard to do, as we know. And then just lean into it and breathe into it. And then move the ball over to the rear deltoid. Same thing. Moving around, finding that 10 spot. And leaning it. And then we're gonna go to the outside, the same thing. And then over to the deltoid. There we go. Good. And then let's grab the roller and lie face down and put the roller at the end underneath the bicep. And just go back and forth and see if you can find a tender spot there to lean into. You might want to use your other hand to cushion your head. And then just roll your arm back and forth sideways against the roller, going against the grain there. And then do the other side. Go it up and down, trying to see if you find that tender spot to hold. No, it's usually closer to the shoulder. And then going back and forth, left to right. Good. And then we're going to take the roller and sit on it, the very end. So that when we come back, our head is on the roller. Go left to right with your forearms on the floor just to get your center of gravity down. You can either have your legs extended or if you feel more secure, soles of the feet on the floor. And we're gonna put the arms into an L position. And then we're gonna flop the hands back. And then bring them together up overhead. And back. Bring them up to the L again. Flop them down. Bring them towards the legs. Bring them back up into the L. And then repeat going backwards. And forwards. Let's do this a total of 5 times. That's 2. Three. 4. And 5. All right. You know, it's fun for feeling better. Hopefully the cats haven't totally destroyed behind the screen. If you heard all that rumble.